Focusing on the breath, on the inhale and the exhale. And just anything you pick up on as you become aware of your body and as you scan through, just acknowledge it and honor it, and recognize in yourself that it's okay to feel however you're feeling today. I just want to let you know that it's all right to turn up this morning completely messy. And I don't just mean you just got out of bed. I'm sure a lot of us just got out of bed. Doesn't matter what you look like when you're online, but also inside. If you're feeling messy on the inside, emotionally, mentally, that's just okay. We don't have to practice yoga and be perfect. We can just bring it all in. And sometimes it's just a really nice way to feel that, excuse me, we can let go a little bit when we just make that decision to be a bit of a mess, to let ourselves fall apart a bit, to let the wind flow through us for a while, to let the tides wash over us for a while, and just allow ourselves to be that without always feeling that we have to pick ourselves up straight away, carry on, be strong. It's okay to just give up on all of that for a while. A lot of a yoga practice is about letting go of effort. And we're going to do that this morning. I want you to really feel, we're going to do a lot of flow this morning. We're going to be really thinking about the water element, which is the element in our chakra centers, Savistana. It's the sacral chakra just below the navel. You might just want to bring your hands there now and just feel yourself breathing in and out of that center. And this is the center where we do just let ourselves go with the flow a little bit. Let that water element really wash over us, that element that's very cleansing, but also very releasing, very much about surrender. And there isn't much more we can actively do at the moment but surrender. We can try to cling on, we can try to make things change or make things not be the way they are, but really the easiest way through this is going to be to let go. So you can imagine yourself now being on a boat, or if you like to paddleboard or surf, being in that water, being on a river, in the ocean, under a waterfall, somewhere perhaps you know that you love to be, or you could just imagine yourself there, just floating, just going with the flow, whether that be stood up on a surfboard, flowing with that wave, lying on a paddleboard and just letting yourself float, a kayak perhaps, or just lying on a boat, or literally just floating in water. That lovely energy of oceanic consciousness that really brings us closer to the Buddha that's within us all. And breathe. And you might like to just repeat a little mantra a couple of times. You could repeat the mantra, I am willing to surrender and go with the flow of my life. I am willing to surrender and go with the flow of my life. Once more, I'm willing to surrender and go with the flow of my life. Wonderful. And then bring the hands together at the heart and just push the thumbs into Anahata at the heart. Really connect into your heart space, however messy your heart is this morning, whatever's been coming up for you the last few days, few months, the whole of the year perhaps. And feel that you're breathing in and out of your heart. Feel that you're opening up and letting go of all the blockages, anything that's closed, to protect yourself from hurt, protect yourself from change. Just feel that you can just allow the doors to just bellow open in the heart now as you breathe. even if you just do it for the next hour while we practice yoga. And then we're going to take a little Om. So take a deep breath in and Om with me. Om. And then just opening your eyes, just a tiny amount, just enough to really see where your mat is and where you're going. Just bring yourself around into child's pose. So take your knees nice and wide. Reach the arms out and bring the forehead down to the mat into child's. And feel a lovely long stretch back through your tailbone, whole of the spine. Reach into the fingers so the sides of the back are getting a good stretch. Really push the tailbone back and feel that lumbar area of the spine getting a good stretch. And as you breathe here, feel the belly expanding on the inhale into that little hole that you've created between the thighs, and a long exhale. Really aware of the navel rising and falling. And then just send another wave of scan down through your body to really relax. We're then going to inhale, just look up a little way and come up onto your fingertips. So you've got spider fingers. You're then going to take your left arm, thread it under the right. So you're coming into a little thread the needle. So thread that arm through and bring the side of the head down. And then the right hand can lower back down to the floor, and the right elbow could sink to the floor if you'd like to. Or you could deepen it by inhaling, lift the right arm up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring the right hand down, either onto your lower back or perhaps tuck it into the top of the left thigh. But don't look up to the ceiling. Keep the gaze to the left thumb. And just a very nice, gentle twist. And then inhale, lift the right arm back up, and exhale, bring it down. And come up back onto the fingertips to bring the left hand back to center. Going the other way, we're going to take the right hand through, thread it under, and bring the side of the head down. Push that right arm through, maybe a little bit more, looking to your right thumb. Stay here. The left hand could again just lower, the elbow could lower. Or you're going to inhale to lift that left arm up. Exhale, take it down into your back, or tuck it again round to the top of the right thigh. And be aware of the breath here. Let go. Let go through the head. Just feel all the parts of your body that are connected to the floor and release into earth. A sense of surrender throughout this practice this morning. Letting go into the earth. And then we'll inhale to lift the left arm back up. Exhale, bring it down. And then lift back up and bring both hands shoulder width apart in front of you. We're going to inhale, come up to all fours, and just bring those knees a little bit closer in. So they're about hip distance apart. Let's take a couple of cat-cow. So we'll inhale, take the tailbone high, look up. Lovely morning stretch. Exhale, tuck under. Draw the navel up towards the spine. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, tucking under. Let's take a few more of those. You might want to do this with your eyes closed, really trying to find that connection between the breath and that simple movement that we're taking here, and a real awareness of your body. What's happening in your spine, your hips, your shoulders, your neck. And feel that the breath is full. So you're releasing all the air as you exhale. You might need to take a little pause in each of the positions as you take the deepest breath in and the longest exhale. We're going to inhale, come up once again. So take the tailbone high and look up. Now tuck the toes under. We're going to exhale back to down dog. So take it back into that deep down dog. Another good opportunity for a morning stretch. Your knees might not want to straighten straight away. That's fine. You might feel that you want to focus on Pushing down into the hands, the fingertips, squeeze the armpits together, draw the belly in, lengthen the back, and then see if the legs want to start to straighten a little bit more, how that feels for them. Maybe sink into the heels a little. And what can feel nice to ease in is bend the right knee, just push the left heel down and feel that stretching out. Deep breath. And then swap that around. Bend the left knee and push into your right heel. Deep breath. You're gazing back between your ankles or between your knees here. Do that a few more times, just easing it through. And remember, in this class is it's a mixed ability class. So some of you might not have done yoga with me before or might not have done it for ages. Some of you I see a lot. So remember that you just do what you can. And if your wrists start to feel it, then always just take a little break down into child. So whenever you need, come to child and ease out the wrists. And you can stay in child's as long as you like, anytime you need. We're going to take another inhale and then exhale, drop to the knees, sink back on the heels. Don't take the knees too wide this time. Keep them hip width apart. You're then going to inhale, come through all fours and just sink the hips a little, shoulders down, look up. And then exhale, take it back to child's pose. Inhale, come forwards again, drop it a little bit more, but keep those shoulders down. Let those hips go so you're starting to feel it in your lower back. Exhale, forehead comes down. We'll go into a full up dog now. So we're going to come forwards on an inhale, let the hips drop and stay on your knees. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Feel the heart opening. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. Sink into the tops of the feet. Take another deep breath in. And then tuck your toes under and exhale back to down facing dog. Long, slow, deep breath in here. And then exhale back down to the knees, keeping the knees hip width apart. Untuck the toes and sink back into child's, forehead to the mat. Let's flow through. So we're going to inhale, come forward. Some of you will want to keep the knees down. Others of you will lift your knees now into a full down dog. And then tuck or roll the toes, exhale down facing dog. Deep breath in and exhale lower, sinking back. Again, inhale forwards, up dog, maybe lifting the knees. Roll or step, exhale down facing dog. Deep breath in to hold. And exhale down to the knees, sit back, forehead to the mat. Take an inhale, and if your wrists are feeling it a little, come onto the elbows, just give them a wiggle and a bit of a shake. We're going to inhale, come forwards again, up dog, lifting the knees if you can. Hold it to really feel that you're opening across your heart and your shoulders. Draw your belly in. And then exhale, down facing dog. From down dog now, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up high, just as high as you can. Sink into the left heel and then bend that right knee. So opening the hip, we're going to let the right heel drop down to the left sit bone. Right knee's lifting to hold. Try and keep the shoulders square. You're then going to inhale, pointing the toe. You're going to straighten that leg again up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring that right knee into your chest and then swing it forwards in between the hands. Pull it forwards if it doesn't reach. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, look up. Come up onto the fingertips. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Push down into that right foot and inhale, slowly come up into a low lunge. We're going to lift the arms up in line with the ears. You could look straight ahead or you could sink low and choose a gaze point up on the ceiling. It's up to you. Some of you might want to bring the palms together, but try and keep the arms straight. Be aware of your belly. Feel if you're reaching back, then you're going to feel a bit of a back bend. So just take it easy. We're still just warming up. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Take a deep breath in and then square up. Bring the hands back in line with your ears. Leave the right hand where it is. We're going to take the left hand down to the floor. Swivel your right arm so your palms now facing away and look up to your right thumb into a twist. Deep breath in and then exhale. Bring that right hand back down to the outside of your right foot. Lift your left knee, go back down facing dog. Deep breath in And exhale, lower to the knees, keep the knees hip width apart, sink back onto the heels, forehead to the mat. And again, if you need any wrist therapy, take it now. And then again, we're going to inhale forwards to an up dog. So a long, slow, deep breath. Let your movements be slow as we're warming up. Just let the muscles stretch and open and warm. Tuck the toes or roll. Exhale, down facing dog. In down dog, we'll inhale, lift the left leg high. And then opening up the hip, we're going to let the left heel sink down to the right sit bone. Keep the left knee lifted and sink into your right heel. Good. So that right leg's really strong and active. Try and keep the weight even through the hands, square through the shoulders, draw the belly in. Inhale, straighten that left leg, pointing the toes. Exhale, bring that left knee in towards your chest. And then swing it forwards between the hands. Lower the right knee down. Come up onto the fingertips, look up. Exhale, sink a little deeper. We're then going to push to inhale. Come up to your low lunge. Asana, bringing the hands in, arms in line with the ears. Again, you can look straight ahead or you can reach back, maybe bring the palms together, sink a little deeper, squeeze the inner thighs together. Holding here. Take another deep breath in. And then leaving the left hand where it is, we're going to bring the right hand down to the inside of the left foot and turn that left hand away now. So the palms away, sinking deep, particularly through that left hip. Try and sink that left hip down and look up to your left thumb. Holding here for a deep breath in. And then exhale, bring that left hand down. And then we're going to lift the right knee and we're going to step it to plank. So you're going to keep your shoulders above the wrists as you step that left foot back to plank. If plank's too strong for you, then lower the knees down. If you can, just look just beyond the end of your fingers. We're going to hold it for 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're then going to lower the right knee down to the floor. Step your right hand slightly in, so it's coming a little bit into the middle. You want your knee and wrist aligned. Roll to the big toe side of your left foot and then lift your left arm up into a little variation on a plank, looking up to your left thumb. So feel like you're being squeezed here between two panes of glass. You want to push that left foot down, draw the tailbone in, feel like your hip bones at the front of the body are trying to reach up into your navel and ribs. Keep the head square, looking up to the left arm. If your neck's not great, don't look up, just look straight ahead or down is fine. Take an inhale and then exhale, come back to all fours. Step that right hand out a little bit more towards the side, square the knees. And then we're going to go the other way. We're going to bring the left hand slightly in, step the right foot back, roll to the big toe side of the right foot and lift the right arm up into this little variation on a side plank. Again, feel like you're being sandwiched. So tuck that tailbone in, draw the hips up towards the navel and ribs, lengthen from the heart down into that right foot and from the heart into both hands. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, come back again, all fours. Tuck the toes under, down facing dog. From down dog, we're going to bend the knees, come up onto the fingertips and take a jump or step to come to the front of the mat, looking up. And as you exhale, we'll come down into a fold. Knees can be soft. Cross the arms at the elbows and just have a little dangle here. Maybe a little sway. Nice deep breaths. Knees can be, considerably bent if it feels better for your hamstrings, for your lower back. And then we're going to let the arms dangle. Bend the knees now and push into the feet. Engage your thighs to inhale. Come all the way up. Lift the hands up. Look to the palms. Look to your thumbs. And then exhale. Bring the hands to your forehead. Bring the thumbs to your forehead. And just take a moment with the eyes closed, just to connect into Ajna chakra, your third eye. So now really is a time when we're trying to surrender and when we don't really understand what's going on in the world, in our lives or out in the wider world, we can begin to try to tune into something else that is more of a source energy, a source wisdom. And we all have it. You don't have to be anything amazing. We all have intuition. We all have a sixth sense. We all kind of know something. And now's the time to really start to listen to that part of you, getting out in nature, listening to your dreams, sitting by the ocean if you can. So just feeling and recognizing that you have this third eye center. You can utilize it. And then bring your thumbs down into your heart. Drop your shoulders back and down, tuck your tailbone in, and take another moment to breathe in and out of your heart space, breathing into love, breathing into peace, and breathing into a connection with each other. It's lovely that we can all practice together this morning. And just that knowing that there's lots of people all over the place doing this yoga flow with you. So we're going to begin to flow. And as I said, mixed ability. So just do what you can. And whenever you need a break, just come down to child's. I can't see a lot of you anyway, so I wouldn't know what you're doing. You can curl up on the sofa, have a cup of tea. Okay, so we're going to inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale down into a fold. Hands go onto shins or fingertips to floor. We're going to inhale, look up halfway. And then exhale, step the right foot back, lower the knee. Inhale, sweep your arms up with the breath. And then exhale, bring the hands down, lift the right knee, go to plank. Deep breath in, lower the knees if you need. Otherwise, exhale, go all the way down to the mat or hover. And then inhale, either to an up dog or a cobra, whichever you feel most comfortable with. Exhale, down, facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes high, take it up just as high as you can. Exhale, bring it through to the chest, knee to chest, and then swing that last little swing to get the foot between the hands. Yank it there if you need to. Push back into the left heel, engage your thighs, squeeze your inner thighs together and draw the belly in as you inhale, come up to Asana Chandrasana, high lunge. Exhale, bring the hands back down. Inhale, step to the front of the mat, hands on shins or fingertips on the floor. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a little bit to support your spine as you inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands back to the heart. Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, down into a fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, left foot goes back, lower the knee. Inhale with the breath, lift the arms up, sinking the hips as you reach up with the fingertips. Exhale, bring the hands down. You could go to all fours if plank's too much. Otherwise, lift the left knee, right foot goes back. Take an inhale. Exhale, go all the way to the mat or hover. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, swing it back through. You could lower the right knee down here as well if coming up to a high lunge is too much. Inhale, lift the arms up. Sink the hips low, reach into the fingers, squeeze in the thighs. Exhale, bring the hand down. Inhale, step to the front of the mat, looking up. Exhale, down into a fold. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, bring the hands down to your heart. Close your eyes. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Inhale, open the eyes, lift the arms up. And exhale, down into a fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, this time step the left foot back. Take the left foot back this time and lower the knee. Inhale, lift the arms up, bring the palms together. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. Lean forwards a little, so you're going to about 45 degrees. You're then going to take your left elbow to your right knee. So you're looking over your right shoulder. That's it. So you've gone across. See if you can hook the elbow over the knee. That's brilliant. Choose a gaze point behind you. Some of you might want to lift that left knee back up to deepen this pose. Otherwise, just keep the left knee down. If your knee's up, you could keep it up as you inhale, bring the hands to center. Exhale, take the hands to the mat. Now lift your left knee. You've got two options now. You can go back and take a regular down dog, or you're going to take a three-legged where you swing the right leg high. So you're down in down dog, swing that right leg. Exhale, come forwards to a plank, lowering that right hip so the hips are square. You don't have to have the leg lifted. You could be on all fours. And then lower all the way to the mat. So come right down, chaturanga. Point the toes. Make sure the hands are under your shoulders. Draw the elbows in, shoulders down. Inhale, come to Bhujangasana, Cobra. We're then going to exhale, just have a little swivel. So lower the left shoulder and swivel to your right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, lower the right shoulder and swivel to the left. So this is lovely for the spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Once more on each side. Good. We'll then inhale to center, tuck the toes, exhale down, facing dog. We'll inhale to lift the right leg high once again. Exhale, swing it back through between the palms. This time, lower the left heel down. So your left heels come down to the mat. It's at a slight angle, it's about 45 degrees. Keep the right knee bent, push into both feet to inhale, come up, warrior one. So the arms are up in line with the ears. You're bending the right knee, square your hips, square your shoulders. Feel really solid here. Take an inhale. And then we're going to exhale, open it out to warrior two. So the arms have gone out wide. Tuck your tailbone in, draw your belly in, lift under the ribs. Sink a little bit more into that right knee if you can, and watch it doesn't roll in. Keep rolling it out towards the little toe. Same with the back foot. Roll out to the little toe side. Turn your right palm up and inhale, go back to peaceful warrior. Look down to your left foot. Really changes the feel of the pose when you look down. Use the core strength to keep you strong. Take an inhale and then exhale, forearm to knee, right forearm to knee, left arm's coming over to side angle. So right forearm on the knee and then the left arm's coming over in line with your ear. Beautiful. We're going to flow back. We're going to inhale, go back again to peaceful, lifting that right arm, looking to your left toe. Exhale, right forearm to knee, left arm comes over. So really feel that you're stretching out your side body. This is really good for the nervous system. Inhale, lift the right arm to peaceful warrior. Exhale to side angle. One more time, we're going to inhale to peaceful. And exhale to side angle. And then we'll come back up to warrior two on an inhale. And exhale, take your hands behind you and interlace your fingers. Push the backs of the hands down as you look up on the inhale. And then exhale, you're going to come into humble warrior. So we're tucking to the inside of the right knee, looking just behind the right heel, lifting the arms up as high as you can. Just going to stay here for a breath. And then we'll push into the feet, engage the thighs, inhale, come back up, warrior two. And then windmill your left hand, bring your left hand over to meet your right. Take both hands down to the mat, lift the left heel so you've swiveled back into a lunge. And then inhale, step to the front of the mat, looking up. Exhale, down into a fold. Take that again to release the lower back. Inhale, looking up. And exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring the palms together. Exhale, just bring the thumbs again into Ajna chakra. Take a breath there. And then take the hands down into the heart and take a breath there. Wonderful. So we'll do that little flow on the other side. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale down into a fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Now the right foot's going to go back. So exhale, step that right foot back, lower the knee. Remember, if you've got knee problems and you want a really hard floor, you can always pop a blanket or something there, or you can triple your mat. You can get like a nice cushion by folding it over, because you want to look after these knees. Inhale, slowly come up into your low lunge, bring the palms together. Exhale, bring the hands down to the heart. So you're really steady on this left leg. Make sure the knee's above the ankle or heel. Then start to lean forward a little way, about 45 degrees, and then the right elbows going to the left knee. So looking over your left shoulder, brilliant. So choose your gaze point behind you, sandwich those hands together in Namaste. And then those of you that want to, you could lift the right knee up if you want to increase the intensity of the twist and the pose. Wherever you are, deep breaths. We'll then inhale to bring the hands to center. And exhale, take the hands down to the mat. Lift the right knee up, and then you've got the choice, regular down dog plank, or we're going to take that three-legged. Inhale, lift the left leg high into your three-legged dog, and then exhale into your plank. Lower that left hip, and then come all the way down to the mat, all the way to chaturanga. Point the toes, elbows in, shoulders down. Inhale, come to cobra. And then let's take a little rest. So exhale, go back onto your knees. Take your knees a bit wider and sink back onto your heels. Give the spine a lovely stretch. Bring the forehead down to the mat. And you can hold it there. Wonderful. So just a few deep breaths. Good. So just feel the parts of your body that are connecting with the mat. Let them all sink into the earth. Let go deeply. And then from there, feel free to stay here a little bit longer, those of you that would like a little bit more rest. If you're okay, we're going to inhale, come up to all fours, bring the knees back closer together, tuck the toes under, exhale, down facing dog. Inhale, take your left leg high, exhale, swing it back 3 between the hands, lower the right heel down, feel square to the front of the mat as you inhale, come up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. So keep bending into that left knee, square your hips up, draw your belly in, push back into that right heel, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, open it out, warrior two. Looking to your left middle finger. Tuck the tailbone in here, feel like you're lifting these hip bones up. And then sink, maybe just go a little bit lower in that left knee. Maybe you could get a little bit more sink into that left knee. Turn the left palm up. Inhale, go back to peaceful, looking down to your right foot. Take an inhale, and then exhale, bring the left forearm to the knee or thigh and bring the right arm all the way over into side angle pose. Inhale, come up to peaceful, looking down to the right big toe, and exhale, come over side angle. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, coming through. Once more, inhale, lifting the left arm. Feel that side stretch, looking down. Exhale, side angle. Feel that side stretch to the right side. And then inhale, come back up again to warrior two. If the knees start to get tired, just straighten the leg and then go back into it. Bring the hands down behind, interlace the fingers. Inhale, push the backs of the hands down, look up. Keep the tailbone tucked in. As you exhale, start to reach into your humble warrior, bringing the arms up, looking behind the left foot, or you could let the head tuck all the way in. We'll just stay here a breath. Then push into the feet, engage thighs to inhale, push up, let the arms go out back to Virabhadrasana 2. And then exhale, windmill the hands down to the mat, lift that right heel so you're back in a a little low lunge. Inhale, step to the front of the mat, looking up. And exhale down into a fold. Take that again. Inhale, look up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring the palms together. And exhale, hands coming to the heart. Close the eyes. Deep breaths. And now bring the hands down by your sides and bring the little fingers into your thighs so your palms are out. And feel that that's really opening up across your collarbone. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And take your awareness down into your feet and just feel really rooted and anchored through the feet. So we've connected in spiritually to our Ajna chakra, remembering that we always have that source to try and figure out what's going on. We can always ask through our intuition, through our dreams, through our sixth sense. And then we take our awareness down to our feet and we feel that really solid connection with Gaia, with Mother Earth. And just feeling really anchored into your body. Hopefully the yoga just really helping you feel that you're connected to your body. And coming out of the head a little bit, coming out of some of that mental strain that you might be under. And then we're going to come into a little balance. So inhale, lift your arms out to shoulder level and lift your left knee. So lift the left knee up. And then exhale, we're going to take, oh, I need to go back a bit on my mat. We're going to take that left leg back and bring the torso forwards into warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. We're going to hold here for 2, 3, 4, 5. Then bend the right knee and step that left foot back and find warrior 2 once again. So you're aligned to the long side of your mat. Straighten your right leg. We're going to go into Trikonasana. So the right leg staying straight. Inhale, reach out over that right leg. Start to feel a really good stretch in the inner thigh. And then exhale, come down, Trikonasana, looking up to your left thumb. That's brilliant. Now you're going to stay here for your 5 deep breaths. Or if you want to, you're going to bend your right knee, take your right hand to the floor and lift your left leg up into Ardha Chandrasana. And then those of you that want to go deeper still, you're going to take hold of the left foot and hold. But remember, this is a mixed ability class, so I'm not expecting to look at my screen and see everyone in this pose at all. Good, wonderful. Wherever you are, that's brilliant. We're going to take an inhale. If you've got hold of your foot, release it, lift the left hand. And then exhale, come back, come all the way up and turn both feet into the long side of your mat. Let the hands come down and have a roll out the shoulders. And let's come down into Prasarita. We're going to inhale, take the arms out wide and exhale, slowly come down into a fold. Let the hands come back and rest in between your feet. Knees can be bent. And then just be aware of the weight through your feet. Make sure it's even. And let yourself sink down. And just let it all go. Feel that connection with the earth through the feet. Let any tension drain from your lower back, through your heart, out of the crown of your head. Using the exhale just to release everything that's no longer serving you. Anything that's getting in the way of you feeling peaceful. Of you feeling hopeful and trusting in life. And we're then going to inhale, look up halfway and walk back round to the front of your mat. So you're framing your left foot, lifting your left heel. Now you've got a couple of choices now. We're going to go back to down dog together. You're going to stay in down dog or you're going to lower to the knees and take a few breaths in child. So that's an option. Or from down dog, you're going to take an inhale forwards to plank. Exhale, lower to the mat or hover. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to down, facing dog. And we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. So those of you in Balasana and Child's, just stay there a little bit longer. Good. So if you're in child's, come up now, if you're ready to down dog. And we're going to inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, swing it through. Lower the right heel down. And inhale, swing your way up to warrior two. We're then going to straighten that left leg, reach out over the left leg as far as you can go. Exhale, Trikonasana, left hand lowers, right arm lift, look to the thumb. And then some of you are going to stay there in Trikonasana, or you're going to bend the left knee, take the left hand to the mat, come to Ardha Chandrasana, lifting the right leg, and then maybe taking hold of the right foot for Chopasana. Wherever you are, keep rolling that right shoulder back, strong through the legs. If you take hold of the foot, inhale, take it back. Exhale, lower it down. Everyone come up together. Turn the feet to the long side of the mat again. Inhale, look up. And exhale, take another really nice release for the lower back down into a fold. Lovely way to let go in the lower back. And then we'll inhale to slowly come all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands down. We're going to swivel back into that left foot, lift the right heel. So we've gone into a low lunge, to a lunge again. Take your arms out wide. And we're going to come into our warrior three this way. So you can keep looking straight ahead or down. Take the weight forwards into that left leg and then lift the right leg up. Another way to do this is to keep the left knee bent. That's a lot sort of easier if you struggle with this balance. It's a good way into it. Keep the left knee bent and then slowly try to straighten it. Deep breath in, lower that right foot down, take the hands to the mat, step back down facing dog. Again, you could lower to child's now, bring the forehead down. Or you're going to stay in your down dog. Or you're going to come with me on an inhale to plank. Exhale to the mat. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, let's all go back onto the knees and take a little rest. Forehead comes down. Lovely. Take the knees nice and wide so you've really got space for your breath. And then we're going to come into another nice gentle stretch. So come up onto all fours and bring the knees in. And then step the hands forwards towards the front of the mat. Keep the tailbone high and come down into Anahatasana. So you can either bring your chin or your forehead down to the mat. The arms can stay active and upright, or you could lower your elbows down. But Anahata is the heart center, the heart chakra. So we're trying to lower the heart center and connect it to earth just as much as we can, just lowering down and feeling that breath, connecting into the breath of Gaia, the support of Gaia. And then lower your elbows down and just be a little bit careful with your shoulders now, because this is quite a strong transition for the shoulders. To come onto the forearms and lower the body down onto the mat, into Sphinx. Good, to get there any way you can. If that feels a bit strong for the shoulders, just wiggle your way around. Lengthen back through the feet. Ground down into thighs, pelvis, tops of feet. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, look up. And you might want to close the eyes here. And if you wanted to, you could turn the hands out. If you feel like you need a little bit more, turn the hands out so the fingertips are facing the sides of your mat, and then keep the elbows and shoulders down and in and come up into a seal pose. So you're just lifting that up a little bit higher. And then we're going to lower down. Lower the chin, bring the hands beneath the shoulders. Inhale to cobra. And then exhale, tuck your toes under, go back to down dog. And walk your hands back towards your feet. So you've gone all the way to the back of the mat, sinking low, releasing the lower back. And then we'll inhale to lift the arms all the way up. Bring the palms together. And we're going to come down into a squat. So exhale, just if you don't want to go all the way, just come into a half squat, okay? So this would be okay. Just bring the elbows onto the knees. Or if you can, go all the way down. And you can be on the whole of the foot, or you can be on the toes. Bring the hands together. So we're just going to hold Malasana. Now, again, there's always, every pose has an option to go a bit further. So you can stay here. If here feels too strong, drop down onto your knees and take child's. Otherwise, hands come to the floor, fingertips spread. We're going to keep these knees up in the top of the arms. We're going to lean forwards. Just be on the top of your toes and then try lifting your right foot and then your left foot and see. Oh, oh, I've never done that before. Wow. And then see if you, well, I have, but not on camera. So you're going to see if you can come into your crow. Good. So we're going to hold it here for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower the feet down and come back. Bring the palms together. And then lower yourself back down into a forward fold. Heel toe the feet a little bit closer together. Release the lower back. And then come forwards into all fours. Cross the legs behind you and roll onto your back. Come onto your back in about the center of your mat. Take your feet wide and let the knees drop in and bring the hands out to the sides, palms up. And just take a few deep breaths, maybe some sighs. Just letting go through the spine. A few really nice deep restorative breaths. Really use that exhale to let go of anything that's creeping in that feels like tension in the body or tension in the heart or tension in the mind. Tuck the chin into the chest a little bit. And then we're going to bring the feet in so they're about hip width apart. Knees are hip width apart. Have a little adjustment through the back. So you really feel like all the vertebrae have lowered down. Really wiggle. Bring the hands to your sides. Pigeon-toed is good here. So slightly turning the toes in. We're going to come into Setu Bandha. So if your back's feeling a little bit fragile today, or the yoga so far is just feeling a little bit, like you might want to slow it down, then you're just going to inhale gently and exhale lower. So nothing more than this, just a little pelvic lift and lower, okay? If you're okay, we're going to go up. We're going to inhale, push into the feet, engage the thighs, come all the way up, chin up to chest, interlace the fingers underneath the back, wiggle the shoulder blades together, squeeze inner thighs, engage the glutes a little and go a little higher still. Good. One more deep breath in, maybe take it another half an inch up. And then exhale, let's lower it all the way back down and just hold for a breath. Bring the hands back to the sides. If that feels like enough, and if you don't want to just continue with the tilts, hug the knees in now, but don't hug the knees in if you want to do more, because we want to keep the spine in that position for the next set. So next option is a supported bridge, or you're going to go up into a full chakrasana, okay? So you're either going to inhale, come up, maybe come onto your toes to get the hands under the hip bone, and then lower the heels down. So you're in a really nice supported bridge. If you want to come up into a full wheel, you're going to take your hands under your shoulders, fingers are pointing down, come onto the top of your head and then push up into chakrasana. Wherever you are, we're going to hold it for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lowering it all the way down. Hug the knees in, give them a squeeze. Tight, tight, tight. Have a little rock side to side. And then we'll take the arms out wide and drop the knees and ankles to the right, turn the head to the left. Feel that releasing the back. Other side, inhale, bring the knees back to center. Exhale over to the left, turn the head to the right. And inhale, come to center. Take your hands behind your thighs and rock up to sit. Come to sit, stretch your legs out in front of you. Bring the hands to the sides. Have a little wiggle in the sit bones. You feel really upright. And just close the eyes. We're just going to take a few breaths in Dandasana. And just moving into a different space now, moving into a more yin part of the practice, sort of soothing out now, deeper stretching. And we'll start with a twist. So we're going to bring the right foot in, left next to the left knee, and take it over the left knee. The left leg can stay where it is. This is good if you've got knee problems. But if you can, hug the left foot round so you're in Ardha Matsyasana. So the left heels come into the right sit bone, right side of the hip, and the right foot is flat on the floor. Wherever you are, if the leg's extended or not, wrap the hands around the knee and lift really tall. Feel that you're really lifting up out of your spine into your crown. Roll the shoulders back. Keep this kind of alignment with your spine as you inhale, shoot the arms up. And then we're going to twist slowly. Take the right hand behind, left elbow to the knee, looking over that right shoulder. And as some of you like the twist here, so don't be worried about it. But if you want the twist, left arm goes long, threads back through to find the bind. But if that feels awkward, don't do it. Just hold. You want to feel that you can enjoy this twist here. It doesn't want to feel like you're holding something. There's a bit of a battle. It wants to feel like it's a nice, soothing, therapeutic twist for the spine after the work we've done. And then release it and come back to center. And you could just swivel your legs around if you want to, or you're going to extend the legs out and bring the left foot in. Take the left foot over the right knee. And then bring this right foot, either leave it where it is, which is much nicer for knees, or bring it round. So you're not sitting on the foot, you've just got it resting there to the side, and the left foot's flat on the floor. Wrap the hands around the knee again and lift up really tall. Keep that lift as you inhale, shoot the arms up. And then exhale, twist to your left. Left hand's gone behind right elbow on the left knee. Wonderful. And then again, those of you that like the twist here, you can take that right arm long, thumb goes down, and then you thread it back through to hold. And wherever you are in this, just really feel that this is healing for your spine. This is a nice massage for your abdominals, your organs. It's a gentle soothe out for your nervous system. Just slowing everything down. And then we'll inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release. Stretch the legs out in front of you. Have another little adjust. And inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, coming forwards into Paschimottanasana. Hands can come over the feet, around the sides of the feet. Hold on to knees, shins. If you've got a belt or a scarf handy, you could wrap that around your feet to draw yourself down forwards. But what's really important here is to keep the spine straight. So think gaze to big toe and think chin to shin, rather than forehead to thigh, when you can end up going quite low, but you're rounding. So keep looking up. Take an inhale to draw the belly in and just lift up a little bit more, leaving the hands where they are. And then exhale, sink a little bit deeper. If it's too much then for your hamstrings, bend the knees slightly. But if it's okay, really push the backs of the knees down. Pull the toes back. And then we'll inhale to lift the arms up. And exhale, bring the hands down. We're now going to take the feet out wide. And what's good here to try and feel upright is bring the hands to the floor, push down as you lean forwards and then lower back. So you're really tipped on your sit bones, and that can help you to feel more upright. Sometimes the legs can go a bit further if you give them a little shove, so give them a little bit of encouragement. And then inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, tipping forwards, hands reaching out either onto knees, shins, or maybe peace fingers around big toes. And then from there, draw the belly in. Inhale, lift up, squeeze the shoulder blades. And exhale, reach that chin forwards as if you're trying to reach something maybe at the front of your mat or beyond. Close your eyes. And every exhale you take now, just feel like you're letting go into it, surrendering into it. And whatever that means for you, you just listen to your body. Trust your body knows what it needs. And just keep releasing on that exhale. And then we'll draw the belly into inhale, come all the way up, slide the hands back up the legs. And bring your left foot into center. Turn to look over your right leg and bring the hands either side of the right leg. And then we're just going to go into a really nice sort of yin pose where we're just going to sort of sink forwards, bring the chin over the knee, the thigh, or the shin. And maybe the elbows will touch the floor, maybe the hands will just rest, but we're just letting go again. We're not making too much effort here. And just holding this stretch, pushing the back of the legs down, just seeing how it feels, because in every pose, the more time we spend in it, it changes, it shifts, we adapt. Things don't stay the same. They keep shifting in our body with our breath. Tension can release, and sometimes it goes the other way. Sometimes we just feel like we've pushed it a bit too far and we need to pull back, and that can be a lovely feeling of letting go and softening. And that's something we can remember in our lives as well. Sometimes we want to push it a little bit. We want to just see what happens if we just go that little bit further and push something in life. And then sometimes we feel like we've pushed it a bit too far and it's causing us to suffer, to feel tension or stress. And we just pull back, and it's a lovely release to go, oh yeah, I'm just going to let go there. I'm going to give up on that. And that's okay. So just another couple of deep breaths here. And then slowly walk the hands back and change the sides. Bring the hands either side of your left leg. Inhale, lengthen up. And then exhale, start to tip. Chin's coming down over thigh, knee, or shin. Hands are just really gentle. We're not pulling anything. We're not trying to yank our way into it. Hands are on the floor. So it's a really passive pose. We're not actively trying to force anything to happen. The body's just finding its own way. And it's amazing what guidance and wisdom we can find when we just start to listen, when we quieten things down enough to listen. And then we'll slowly inhale to come back up. Wonderful. Come forwards on your mats a little bit and bring the soles of the feet together. And then just carefully lower yourself back, first onto your forearms and then all the way back. Draw the heels in towards the body and bring the hands onto your belly. Let your spine sink, adjust your shoulders, tuck your chin in. And feel the breath rising and falling into your hands. And then bring the knees back together. Keep the knees together as you walk, heel toe your feet back out to the side of your mat. Take your arms out wide or bend the arms up behind you. And then drop the knees and ankles over to the right. Turn the head to the left. Leaving the feet wide. And then inhale, bring the head and knees to center. Keep the feet wide as you exhale over to the left. Turn the head to the right. And maybe take a couple more of those if that felt nice. Or if there's any other twists that you want to take, if you know there's a twist that you love at the end of a practice, take it now. If there's any other poses that you love, that you know really help your body to balance out, take them. If you're still with me, just taking another twist to the other side, over to the left. And then squeeze the knees into the chest. Give the lower back a really good release. And then take one hand onto each kneecap and start to circle your knees out. Or like I say, anything that you know you love to do at the end of a class. And then maybe we'll finish with a happy baby. We'll take the arms to the inside of the knees. Peace fingers go around the big toes, soles of the feet up to the ceiling. And maybe some rocking here if you feel stable enough in the belly, and perhaps a stretch out through the left side, stretch out through the right side, maybe both. And then we're going to come down into Shavasana. So just grabbing anything you need, your blankets, your eye bags, another layer perhaps. Coming down onto your back, have the feet a little bit apart, have the hands by the sides, palms up, tuck the chin in, feel really long. Take your time to adjust and wriggle, and there's no rushing. We're not going anywhere fast this morning. Just going to take our time to enjoy Shavasana because it's so important. And as soon as you just come down, once you're adjusted, once you're ready, just start to focus into your breath again. Focus into your inhale and exhale through the nose. And as you breathe here, just noticing as you inhale how that breath feels in the nostrils. And as you exhale, how does it feel in the nose? As you inhale, can you notice the breath is quite cool? And as you exhale, it's warm. Can you notice the movement the breath creates in your body, that rise and fall in your belly and your chest? And how it feels to have the breath moving down through the back of the throat. How does it feel as the breath takes its journey in and out of the body? And can you hear the sound of your breath, that very gentle rasping sound of your breath? And perhaps if you're in the room with other people, can you hear their breath? Can you hear the gentle sound of their breath? Or perhaps there are other sounds in the room that you're in the building that you're in. Or perhaps there are other sounds outside. Just connecting into the space of where you are. And then just scanning through your body, beginning at the heart, noticing your heart space, your chest, the physical heart. Noticing any sensations you feel there, any experiences you're having in your heart today. Just noticing, not trying to change or fix or create, just noticing what's happening. And then draw that awareness up from your chest into your shoulders, your collarbone, across the top of the shoulders. And down your arms, through your upper arms to your elbows, down your forearms into your wrists, down through your hands into your right hand and your left hand, your thumbs, index fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, baby fingers. And then draw the awareness back up the arms and into the neck. And be aware of the whole of your head, the skull sinking back into the floor, the scalp, the hairline, the face, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks and the ears, the mouth, chin and jaw, everything soft. And then take the awareness down from your chin, through your throat, back to your collarbone, back down into your heart. An awareness of your belly, your abdomen, feeling again the rising and falling of your breath. And then be aware of your back, the whole of your back sinking into the floor from the lower back, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up the spine into the neck, sides of the back, shoulder blades. And at the shoulder blades, feel again that connection with your heart space. Into any sensations, any experiences you're having there in your heart. And then feel that you can connect down through the center of your body, down into your base chakra at the hips. Aware of the whole area of the hips, the buttocks. And moving down the legs through the thighs, into the knees. Down the calves, into the shins, ankles. Down into the feet. Right foot, left foot. Big toes. Second toes. Third toes. Fourth toes. And the fifth toes. So you feel an awareness of the whole body, from the toes to the crown of the head, from the heart to the fingertips. A connection to your breath, a connection to your heart, a connection to your mind, stilling now. And then a connection to something that exists beyond your spirit, your soul. A connection to a part of you that knows, that trusts. A part of you that's connected to source, connected to light. And that light is pure truth, guidance, information, wisdom. And feel that you can trust and receive information, guidance, wisdom from Source. And feel that you can trust your connection to that light, to that Source. Feel that light beaming down through you now, through the crown of the head, filling your whole body with crystalline light. Helping you to awaken and remember your connection to it. Helping you to remember that you can create your reality. And you can relax and be still. You can let go, you can surrender. And just bringing your awareness back just enough to hear me read you this final poem, excuse me, called Acceptance. In the tug and pull of desire's grip, I unravel. Tattered shreds of a once regal robe fall away. Nothing comes, nothing. I ride out the battle with time and breath. Time and breath. Time and breath. Acceptance breezes in, wraps up this heart in sumptuous golden silk, warms this heart to a trusting stillness, then leaves a knowing kiss upon this slowly smoothing brow. And as you're at home and comfortable, you are free to stay exactly where you are if you wish. There's no need to come back unless you need to or want to. So if you do want to come back, you're going to start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And maybe rotate your ankles and your feet. Have a stretch, reach the arms up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Hug the knees in. Give the knees a squeeze. And then rolling over to your right side, just pause there. Use your right arm as a pillow and just pause. And then slowly, gently come up to sit. Bring the hands together at the heart. And we'll close our practice as we began with an Om together. So take a deep breath in. And then start to rub your hands together. And place your hands over the eyes. Let them sit there a moment in the darkness. And then let in some light as you blink your eyes open. and bring your hands down when you're ready. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed that. It was lovely to share some yoga with you all this morning. Hope to see you again. I hope you're all right.